Howdy, hi. This is Do Your Job Sports, WNBA picks and predictions. We are looking at Game 2 of the WNBA Finals. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, got to go over the recap of game numero uno. We go 2-1-1, bringing our season record to 388 and 379. Technically, there's a few pushes in there, but really don't think there's a point in including the pushes. But I will here, since there's only one game that happened. So, our two winners. We had the over, 159.5. That was never a doubt. Final score, Las Vegas 89, Phoenix Mercury 86. We had Chelsea Gray points and assists over 16.5. If I recall correctly, she finished with 18. Yep, 18, and she didn't even shoot the ball well. 8 points, 10 assists, 2 of 7 from the field. She kind of popped off. She did really well, feeding the ball to her teammates. Our loser was ATPRA over 35.5. If Alyssa Thomas could shoot a free throw, the Phoenix Mercury definitely would have covered this game. 2, probably would have won this game. 3, she would have hit her PRA. She finished with 34 PRA, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. She had 2 free throws, 2 of them, with 27 seconds left. She bricks the first, bricks the second. They go down, they foul the Aces. I forget how much time was left on the clock when they fouled. I want to say like 14 seconds maybe 13. I think they fouled Jackie Young. Jackie obviously can actually shoot a basketball. She makes both. They call a timeout, move the ball up to court. They didn't get a shot off until maybe like 4 seconds left. They chuck it up, barely hits the rim. Las Vegas gets the rebound, and that is how we push on the Mercury +3. It was a tight game the entire way through. Who was the biggest lead of this game? Largest lead for the Mercury was 9. Largest lead for the Aces was 5. This is going to be it the entire series. I think we're going to get close, banger games the entire way. Alyssa Thomas, for the love of God, practice your free throws. It's this weird one-handed nonsense. Like, what are we doing here? Just go Granny Smith style. Like, what is this? All right, that's how we go 2-1-1. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. All right, so game 2, Phoenix still on the road at Las Vegas. This game opens, I think, a full point below. I forget if game number 1 opened at 4 or 3.5, but I know I got it at 3. This one opens 2.5. I'm taking the Mercury again at 2.5. They should have won game 1. If AT could make a free throw, they have the lead with 27 seconds left. They had the larger lead in the game. I thought they played better. I do not think the Aces bench is going to be able to go nuclear again, so I will take the Mercury. Granted, both teams did shoot the ball pretty well from the field, 47 and 46% overall. I think we're going to see that in game 2. Majority of the baskets that were made were wide open. Whether it was backdoor cuts, Chelsea Gray to Jewel Lloyd, you had Satu Sabli, got a bunch of open threes, Kalia Copper, a bunch of open threes. AT had numerous wide open layups at the hoop. It was really just a bunch of open shots. So the Mercury, they lose game 1, 86-89. We already talked about the free throw situation. They lost both the rebounding and the turnover battle. The turnover battle was not close. Mercury 14 turnovers. The Aces only had 7. And the Mercury still only lost by 3. So you lose the rebounding and turnover battle. You still almost win the game. Quite impressive. You had really good games from Satu Sabli and Kalia Copper. The main problem for this Aces team, they're not big enough to guard this Mercury lineup. You could honestly have 3 people over 6'3", 180 pounds, depending on if you have DeWanna Bonner on the court, with Satu Sabli, AT, and Natasha Mack. And then, oh, by the way, Kalia Copper's not small. The only small person on the court they got at all times is Makani. And then you rotate out DeWanna Bonner and Mack. If you want more shooting, you go Bonner. If you want more big body down low to stop Asia on the switch, you go Natasha Mack. And that's it. I don't think they're going to be able to stop the Mercury 2 games in a row. Not like they did in game 1, but they're not going to be able to stop them. Aces, they got the dub. There was only, 3 players besides Asia that really helped them out. Jewel Lloyd off the bench finally showed up for a playoff game. And then Dana Evans tied all leading scorers in the game with 21. Her and Jewel combined for 39 points off the bench. Jackie and Asia, I think, only combined for 29. Jackie did nothing in game 1. Absolutely nothing. Jewel and Dana, 16 of 29 from the field. We're not going to see that in game 2. Their bigs were almost non-existent, and I didn't understand what they were doing with the rotations. Kirsten Bell played 5 minutes. Nalissa Smith played 16. Gustafsson off the bench played 11. They were just constantly trying to rotate players in to deal with the size and get certain matchups on the court against the Mercury. I didn't like any of the matchups. Unless Aja Wilson was guarding someone, that was the only matchup they actually liked. Everyone else kept on rotating in and out, didn't work. You just can't guard the size of this Mercury team. All right, hopefully you did not just hear my dog bark, but the UPS dude dropped something off, and that was loud. But yeah, I'm going to take the Mercury. They're bigger. I think they're better. The Aces got a wee bit lucky in game number uno. All right, 2 player props we're going to go with. 1, give me Kalia Copper, PRA over 22.5. The Aces have nobody to guard Kalia Copper. They're too busy trying to figure out how they're going to stop AT or Satu Sabli or anyone, to be honest, on their team. Kalia Copper can just run around and do whatever she wants. She got plenty of open shots. They're too busy guarding the bigs. She's either going to have a combination of Chelsea Gray, Jewel Lloyd, or Jackie Young, all of which she can get around or shoot over. So Kalia Copper, PRA 22.5. Then we're going to go with another Mercury player, even though I think this is her Indiana Fever uniform on from Headshots this year. DeWanda Bonner, points and rebounds over 15.5. She played a ton of minutes in game 1. 26 minutes played. She shot the ball 13 times. 13. And our PR is only 15.5. She also grabbed 8 rebounds. She hit this number in game 1. No matter who lines up against her on that Aces side, she has a height advantage. She will be the tallest player on the court. I don't see how they stop her. DeWanda Bonner, PR, over 15.5. All right, that is going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.